Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pregame coaches interview. And today I'm joined by the head coach of the football team, Tony Crough. Coach, thank you for taking the time to do this interview, and congratulations on the 2-0 start, which includes an overtime win and a 1-point win. So I guess the first question I should ask, is your heart doing okay after those first two games?
I don't know yet. I guess we'll see. We'll see the next time I go see the doctor. But yeah, Hank, I'd appreciate. I told the kids it'd be great if we could win sometime that's not the last play of the game for the betterment of my health.
It is definitely great to start out the season 2-0. What sort of things have surprised you, and what do you feel like needs to be improved the most after the first two games?
I think the thing that surprises the most is just the way that a lot of our young kids have been able to step up and be ready to play at this level of competition. Just a lot of kids that weren't really proven yet, depending on their age and even just their status and where they've been in the program. And so a lot of kids just getting on the field and proving themselves. And then I think we just got to work on some more consistency with how we get all that together with these kids. But just really impressed with how they're competing at such a young age.
Now let's focus on your guys' opponent for a little bit. Manhattan is coming off of a season where they went 13-0 en route to a 6A state championship, and they've also gotten off to a 2-0 start. How do you feel like this kind of competition will challenge your boys tonight?
Immensely. I feel like this is going to be I think our boys are going to be challenged in more ways than they even realize they're going to be challenged. This is a top-tier program, really. Right now, maybe other than Mill Valley, this is probably the best program going in the state as far as the big schools go. They've won 15 in a row. They're defending 6A state champions, and they look just as good this year as they did last year. So we're going to get challenged in every way, mentally, physically, and our guys are just have to be ready to see if we can compete at that level. And it's going to be interesting because they're going to push us in ways that our guys really don't even know that we're going to be pushed.
Manhattan graduated their starting quarterback, Keenan Schartz, that you actually got to coach in the Shrine Bowl. How do you feel about the way their new quarterback, Carter Oslin, has played through the first two games in place of Schartz?
Yeah, he's really good too. Keenan's tough to replace, man. That kid was electric, and he was the kid that led him, and he was, coach's kid that kind of got him going through the whole, kind of got the spark going with them winning the state championship. But this Aslan kid coming in is really good too. He's another coach's kid. His dad's on the staff. I mean, he's just he's a little bit different than Keenan. He doesn't run it quite as well, but he still runs it really good. He throws the ball really well. He's long and lanky and seems like he moves really good in the pocket. So a little different than Keenan, but still an electric quarterback in Manhattan. And so, I mean, you think he's going to be tough to stop.
Even though Manhattan's replacing a quarterback, their defense has a lot of seniors for this year's team. What have you seen so far from their defense?
Same thing. They've got, I think, about 6 guys back from last year, and they're a little bit smaller up front, but, man, they're really good on the back end. They fly around, they make plays, they do a bunch of different fronts that confuse you. They're going to try to mix up the stuff on our offensive line to confuse them, and they're just really, really aggressive and confident. So it's going to be one of those things where we're probably not going to move the ball consistently, so we're going to have to find our times and pick our times when we can make big plays.
With Manhattan not being an in-class or league opponent, what are some of your guys' goals in this type of game?
Yeah, I mean, we want to win, of course. We saw that we had a chance last year. I don't know how realistic it was that we were going to beat them last year, but we were in the game. And so our guys kind of felt that last year. We're hoping it carries over to this year. But, really, we've told our guys this is just a great opportunity for us to go out and see where we stack up with who we think is the best 6A program in the state right now. So if we can stack up and compete with them, then, we can probably play with anybody. And, that's kind of what our goal is, just to see if we can play with these guys.
And last question, similar to the last question, what players do you expect to make the biggest impact tonight?
Malik, obviously, is going to have to be great as he's been, and we expect him to be. They kind of shut him down. He had 2 big plays last year. He had an 80-yard run, a 75-yard reception, but they were the first play of the game and our last offensive play of the game. And everywhere in between, he didn't do anything. And really, our whole offense didn't do anything. So we expect Malik to be a lot more consistent. Carter Graham's have to step up and be really good passing the ball. Our receivers going to have to catch it. Our O-line's been great all year long, but this is going to be the biggest challenge they've had, so they're going to have to step up as well. And then defensively, our defensive line's going to have to really step up because they've got a big offensive front, and we're going to have to see those guys make a lot of plays.
And that'll wrap up this interview. Coach, thank you again for taking the time to do this interview. Good luck tonight. Go Indians.
Yeah, that's right, Hank. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
All right. This has been our pregame coaches interview with head coach Tony Crough. We'll see you all next time on the Tribe Broadcasting Network.